can't sit still. Queen acting bluntly, Andrew kicked out of royal family, Sussex waiting for turn. Andrew, 61, the Duke of York, was forced to step down from public duties in 2019 because of his connections to convicted U.S. sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, and after a disastrous BBC TV interview which the prince had hoped would clear his name. Thursday's move by the royal family means he will now lose all his royal connections. With the Queen's approval and agreement, the Duke of York's military affiliations and royal patronages have been returned to the Queen, Buckingham Palace said in a statement. The Duke of York will continue not to undertake any public duties and is defending this case as a private citizen. On Wednesday, Andrew's lawyers failed to persuade a U.S. judge to dismiss a civil lawsuit in which Virginia Giuffre accuses him of sexually abusing her when she was a teenager. U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan said Giuffre, 38, could pursue claims that Andrew battered her and intentionally caused her emotional distress while Epstein, a financier who killed himself in jail in August 2019 while awaiting his sex trafficking trial, was trafficking her. The prince, the 95-year-old Queen's second son, has denied Giuffre's accusations that he forced her to have sex more than 2 decades ago at a London home of former Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, and abused her at 2 Epstein properties. The judge's decision means Andrew could be forced to give evidence at a trial which could begin between September and December 2022 if no settlement were reached. A royal source said last night, for clarity, they will not be returned to the Duke of York. But Andrew retains the rank of Vice Admiral in the Royal Navy under a convention that members of the royal family who served in the forces continue to get promoted as if they had stayed in the military. Andrew, 61, had been a national hero after serving as a Royal Navy helicopter pilot in the Falklands conflict almost 40 years ago. The Queen's decision to strip the prince of his remaining military affiliations and royal patronages came amid heightened concern inside the palace about the need to distance the monarch from the sex scandal engulfing him. Her advisors are worried about the dangers of family members or aides being subpoenaed by lawyers acting for Virginia Giuffre. She is suing the Duke for damages in a New York civil court case. She is claiming she was trafficked around the world by paedophile Jeffrey Epstein and was forced to have sex with Andrew when she was 17 and underage in U.S. law. He denies any wrongdoing and continues to robustly defend himself against the lawsuit. But the decision to remove him as a working royal came after the Queen held crisis meetings with Prince Charles, the Duke of Cambridge and other members of the family. The group was adamant that Andrew can no longer continue to hold official roles because of the mounting reputational damage to the monarchy. In a statement, a Buckingham Palace spokeswoman said, with the Queen's approval and agreement, the Duke of York's military affiliations and royal patronages have been returned to the Queen. The Duke of York will continue not to undertake any public duties and is defending this case as a private citizen. A royal source confirmed that Andrew would no longer use the style His Royal Highness. Like Harry and Meghan, he keeps the HRH but is just not allowed to use it publicly. The statement came a day after Judge Lewis Kaplan dismissed the Duke's efforts to have Ms. Giuffre's case against him stopped. A source said it had been widely discussed among the royal family. A trial is due in New York between September and December, casting a huge shadow over the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, from which Andrew is sure to be excluded. As part of the pre-trial process of gathering evidence, he faces the prospect of up to 7 hours of questioning under oath and on video camera about intimate aspects of his life from Ms. Giuffre's lawyer in testimony which may then be presented in court. He has vowed to fight on despite the judge rejecting all of his negation arguments on why the case against him should be dismissed. The Queen's decisive action in seeking to draw a line under the Epstein scandal came on the day that more than 150 military veterans joined forces to write to her and demand Andrew was removed from his military positions. Andrew was removed